That means when the spirit doesn't act like God, that is called unnatural. Give you an example. That's why whenever you are afraid, you are not acting like God. That's why God tells you, do not be afraid. Why? You are not normal. God is afraid of nothing. And you came out of the same material. So when you are afraid, you actually short circuit. You are abnormal when you are afraid. Be not afraid. He has given the spirit of what? Fear. Spirit of what? Power. That's what he got. Love. That's what he is. And a sound mind. That's what he possesses. Whatever he got, you got. And you are man. Everybody say man. Don't miss this. Very important, please. So in this room, we have thousands of men. I don't want you to miss this. The spirit he called man. Number 2 is important then. Spirits have no gender. Nowhere in this book will you find any reference from Genesis to the map to a male or female spirit. It doesn't exist in this book. Read this Bible back to back and you'll never find any reference to a female or a male spirit. It doesn't exist because spirits don't have genders. Oh, this is so important. My wife is a man. She's a spirit being. Spirits have no gender. That's why spirits don't marry. One time they asked Jesus a question. The Sadducees were sad, you see, because they didn't believe in the resurrection. So when Jesus Christ was talking about the resurrection one day, they came and said, Master, excuse me, you believe in the resurrection? And they gave him a question. They said, there's a law in our culture which says that if a woman marries a man and he dies, then she must marry his brother. And then if he dies, she must marry the other brother. And if he has 7 brothers, she married all of them and they died. Obviously this woman killed me. I don't know, she must have killed them, but whatever. But the question was, who will she be married to in the resurrection? Remember that question they asked him? And his response was important. He said, how ignorant you are. He said, how dumb you are. Didn't you read the scriptures? He said, look, in the spirit world, there's neither marrying nor giving in marriage. Why? Because they are like the angels. There's no gender. You are man. That's why when the Bible speaks to you, God doesn't talk to male or female. Read the Bible carefully. He talks to man. If any man would come after me, if any man would listen to my voice, if any man would turn away, if any man would come, if any man, he's talking to the whole species. This is very important. Man is the name God gave to the species. And the species has no gender. Now, that leads me to number 4. Write this down, please. Very important. The physical assignment that God gave, he gave it to a spiritual being. What's the spiritual assignment? The physical assignment is, let them have dominion over the earth. Problem. Earth is physical. Who's he talking to? Man. Man is what? Spirit. He's giving a spirit a physical assignment. Now the problem is, a spirit is in a different realm than the physical world. Matter of fact, a spirit cannot appreciate physical things. Can I prove it? We physically run after gold. God pays the streets with it. You die for a diamond. God uses it as a carpet around his throne. See, 2 different concepts. So God gave a spirit being a physical assignment. Now here's the problem. The man cannot carry out the assignment because he is in the supernatural realm with God. So what does God do? God now has to perform a second creative process found in chapter 2. But now in chapter 1, he summarized it in verse 27. It says, so God created man in his own image, in his likeness, and he made them what? Male and female. So now he's doing something different here. Okay, follow me. Look at the first words in verse 26. And God said, let us what? Make man. Look at verse 27. So God created man. Okay, write the two words down, make and create. Two different words, two completely different words in the Bible here. Different, different, different. Very important. The first word, make, is the word, write it down, it's the word asa, A-S-A, Hebrew word. And it means to form from something that's already present. It means to form from something that is already present. Asa means to make. Now the second word, create, is a different word in the Hebrew. It's the word bara, B-A-R-A. Write it down. What is that word? Create. It means to form from nothing. So the Bible says God created you and he made you. You get two different things, two different Hebrew words used. Why? A part of you came from something and a part of you came from nothing. Now, what part came from nothing? It's the part where he spoke to himself. He didn't use material around him to create the spirit of man. He went inside his own spirit and pulled out a part of his own spirit and called it man. You'll get it after I'm gone. This is too serious. In other words, God created you. He didn't use any material around him. God spoke to you and said, man, come forth.
We're out of time, but you can have this message in its entirety. Write to Bahamas Faith Ministries International or call the number on your screen and give the order number. Or log on to our website, www.dfmmn.com.